Hello, class. My name is Ralph Foster. The topic I've been covering all year is the negative portrayal of athletes, especially in popular media. My focus for today is to create a new perception of athletes. I'm Ralph Foster. This is English 1320, and let's begin. My introduction. Popular media creates and enforces stereotypes on certain groups. Today, I will be talking about athletes. This is not too big of a problem for the most part, but the problem is whenever stereotypes are brought into the real world, it can lead to lasting implications for the athletes and the people even providing the stereotypes to some extent. Labels can obstruct possible relationships between those setting them and those who those are set on. It can lead to mental health problems of our athletes and can even cause some people to be unsuccessful in their endeavors. My personal experience as an athlete, I have been an athlete for almost my whole life. I grew up with sports. I started playing basketball at the age of 4. My parents put me into a Stone Oak League for basketball. I began playing soccer at the age of 5, which I took off in. I ended up playing soccer all the way up until my senior year. And like I grew up in middle school and especially high school, having certain labels set upon me. Many people thought that I only cared about my self-image and popularity. Many teachers and students thought I didn't value my education and I wasn't as intelligent as some other people in my class. And some believed that the facade I held was ungenuine, that I was acting fake to gain something out of people, and that I would act differently with some people than I would with others. I grew up having a friend group mainly consisting of other athletes, which I still do now. And I was stereotyped based on those who I surrounded myself with, and not just on how I acted. Some psychological effects of stereotyping is it can lead to the looking glass self, which basically means that you're valuing your self-worth based on what others believe. So in this scenario, with many non-athletes thinking badly about you and creating false narratives, it can lead to depression and a low self-worth. It can lead to the Pygmalion effect, which is low expectations leading to low performance in this sense. It can also mean that high expectations lead to high performance. But especially in education, teachers and students not believing in what you're able to do and your abilities can lead to you actually doing worse, which is a problem with many athletes. And it can lead to a false sense of identity. Many will put on a false persona to meet stereotypes because they don't feel like they fit in. And they feel like if they act themselves, then they might get bullied by other athletes that they surround themselves with. These are my survey questions. I asked, how intelligent do you believe the majority of high school athletes are? And what was your perception on the majority of athletes' personalities at your high school? And then as a whole, these survey answers may seem balanced, but whenever I took a deeper look in my MRAD, I found out that the answers from non-athletes were primarily negative, and then the answers from athletes were mainly positive, which can skew the graph or skew how the results ended up. But from taking a look at how the non-athletes scored these two survey questions, it was obvious that there was some sort of animosity towards athletes. Need for change, and this is our current situation. Currently, there's a debate on whether there's a meaningful amount of negative stereotyping in popular media. Not a debate on whether there is any, but on whether it is enough to affect how athletes may act, mental health, other things like of that such. Um, Currently, popular media has protection to freely post what they want under the First Amendment, so they're able to portray athletes however they choose so, which sometimes happens to be negative and sometimes maybe positive. And currently, we're going through a cancel culture era where we're able, as viewers, to pick and choose what we want to watch, and we're able to create negative stigmas surrounding um, media that we don't like, or media that is negatively affecting certain groups. So our call to action, some solutions to this problem would be to, as I was saying, create a negative stigma surrounding stereotypes of athletes in popular media. We've been able to do that as a society on other negative stereotypes in movies, like that of women or that of people of color, and have been able to almost remove that from popular media as a whole. And then another solution would be to provide a platform to for athletes to speak on certain issues that affect them every day. We were able to see this during the Black Lives Matter movement in the NBA, as many people like LeBron James went to the media and spoke out against it. The benefits of this would be that it may remove barriers of future relationships, leading to some people like me having more of a diverse friend group and being able to spend time with other people and other social cliques. It can lead to better mental health for athletes,